What's going on? So today, this is going to be a two-part video for me. For you, you're going to get all of it right now in this one video, but I'm going to answer the question, how long does it take for YouTube to review a channel and make you a partner or not? And so basically this is another one of my channels that I just achieved the required amount of subscribers and watch time for monetization. And now what I'm going to do is hit apply, and then we'll look at the date here real quick. It is Monday, October 12th. So we'll see how long it takes before YouTube reviews this and then gets back with me and lets me know that it has been monetized. And so after we see how long this takes, don't go away, because I'm going to give you some tips on how to ensure that your channel will pass review, or to help ensure that your channel will pass review as quickly as possible. So stay tuned for that. But here we go. I'm going to click the button and I'll see you here in a few seconds with the answer. Okay, and so just that quick, we're already back. It's 10:13. It's 8 o'clock in the morning the very next day, and I'm going to refresh this page here, and we're going to see that I have been approved already. And so basically it's just describing how AdSense works and how you can earn money, or through super chats. Here's an email I received around 4:40 a.m. this morning saying congratulations, your YouTube channel has been accepted into the YouTube partner program. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to go over some tips to get you to this point, to get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 plus watch hours as fast as I know of. And then I'll go into how to make sure that your channel, or how to help ensure that your channel goes through the review process as quickly as possible without any snags. So stay tuned for that, because there's a few things you're going to want to make sure you have in place so that you don't have to reapply. So watch this video and we'll get into it right now. So as we start, notice I sound much better. It's a day later. I wasn't feeling that great. I was a little congested. So sorry about that, but I feel good. I sound better now in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and continue with this video. And before we get too far, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on this content that helps you grow on YouTube. Because not only has this content helped me grow multiple YouTube channels, become partner, get monetized in multiple channels, I've also helped literally thousands of other YouTubers grow their channels, and many of those even become partners as well. And for those who've been interested in all my methods and tools for growing YouTube channels quickly and becoming YouTube partner, earning AdSense revenue, and even monetizing your channels for additional automated income like I do, check out the link in the description to my video series where you can watch over my shoulder, copy me, and set this up for yourself. And I encourage you to come over and check out the course page, because you can actually see where other people that are enrolled are simply following the steps I laid out for them, and they're sharing the results they're getting right here. In fact, I even added a new section on how to get your channel monetized very quickly, like in about 2 weeks. And here's somebody that actually used that. They used the methods that I share and got theirs and monetized in 11 days. That's crazy. Anyways, that link is in the description if you're interested. So now I wanted to share with you some very important things that you can do and make sure your channel has on it, and how to set up your channel so that once you do get reviewed, you get to the point where you get reviewed, you can get reviewed and get through that process very quickly. Also, I'm going to show you what to do if you get to the review process and it feels like it's taking too long, and how you can sometimes prompt YouTube to look into it for you. And in many cases, they'll do that and then get your channel reviewed within a day or two. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And what I want to do is show you right here. This is right from YouTube itself, and it's YouTube channel monetization policies. And so we're going to go over these to help ensure that your channel is set up to pass that review as quickly as possible. They don't end up finding issues that then you have to reapply later on and just slow the whole process down. And so let's go ahead and get started. It states right here at the very beginning, our reviewers check content that best represents your channel against our policies. Since our reviewers can't check every video, they may focus on your channels, and then this is where they start going into what they're going to look at. And the first thing they note is your channel's theme. So what does that mean for you? Make sure your theme is clear. So YouTube, when they look at the channel, the reviewers, they get an idea of what your channel is about right off the bat. So that can come down to your channel art, explaining what your channel's about, your thumbnails, and the content itself. So basically, they want to make sure that your channel is appropriate. It's not violating any of their terms and services. Your content's not going to be controversial, and it's not going to be something that advertisers aren't going to want to work with or have their businesses associated with. So again, that you can get monetized and ads can play on your video. So the clearer you can make your theme to the reviewers, the better. So if you're in the car review niche, make that clear to them that they can say, oh, well, this is a safe channel, right? They're just reviewing cars. They're not showing people how to build pipe bombs. They're not doing any sort of hateful content. And so it's going to save time and make things easier if they can just look at it and right off the bat go, oh, this channel is about blank, whatever it is. It's about gaming. It's not about kicking puppies. It's a food cooking type channel. Okay, I know what it is. I can appreciate that. It seems safe. The next thing they're going to look at is your most viewed videos. So if you have a theme that's pretty obvious, but then your most viewed video isn't in line with your theme, and maybe your most viewed video is a little controversial or sketchy, you might want to delete it. And if that means that you're going to fall under the 4,000 watch hours, then I guess that's a risk you're going to have to take. You either delete that and then wait till you're back above the 4,000 watch hours, or you go with it and see if YouTube flags your channel and then makes you do a reapply and then see what happens then. But if it were me, I personally, my opinion, I would just delete anything that was controversial. If I had something like that on a channel and I was getting ready to get it reviewed and I had this video that blew up, but I could see where YouTube wouldn't like it, I would just delete it. They're going to look at your newest videos to see if your theme is changing, to see what your content looks like currently. And then they're going to look at the videos that have the biggest proportion of watch time. So you might have a video with a bunch of views, but maybe you have another video that doesn't have that many views, but people watch a lot of it. It generates the most watch time. So it's along those same lines. They want to see the content that people are seeing most from your channel and make sure that content is safe. And so with that, the other thing you're going to want to do is go to your channel, go to your video manager, and then under your videos, under restrictions, look through there and make sure you don't have any videos that are restricted, especially if it's going to be one of your top videos. And so something you might see in here is something like a copyright claim, which is not a strike, it's just a claim. Somebody's claiming that they own rights to content in your video, and so that would throw up a huge red flag for YouTube if they're reviewing your channel and your biggest video, your most popular video, isn't your own content. So if you happen to have a video that has any sort of copyright claim on it, again, I would delete that video just to ensure that that review process is going to go through quickly and smoothly. The other thing they're going to look at, video metadata, including your titles, your thumbnails, and your descriptions. And so here, just make sure whatever you're titling your video, whatever you're describing your video as, that it matches what the content is, that you don't have anything inappropriate in either of those areas, and make sure your thumbnails are appropriate as well. Now, they put these 5 different topics right here at the forefront when they're explaining what they're looking at, so I would guess that these are 5 of probably the most important that they're looking at, but it also says that the above are just examples of content our reviewers may assess. Note that our reviewers can and may check other parts of your channel to see if it fully meets our policies. And so they're probably talking about channel art, channel tags, your about page, virtually any other area that you can customize on your channel could be looked at. So just make sure that, again, everything is appropriate or leave it blank. Now, what happens if you have all this in place, everything looks good, you apply to get your channel reviewed, and then you wait and you wait and you wait and you don't hear back from anyone? Well, here's something you can do. Inside your YouTube studio, go down to monetization and click on that. And then once you're in here, click on send feedback. Now you can see it opens up this dialog box and it's loading a screenshot. So that's why I wanted you to come into your monetization area, because this is where it's going to show that you have achieved the required amount of subscribers and the required amount of watch time. So it's going to take that screenshot and then you can simply ask. And I would do this very nicely and I would just say, hello, I recently achieved the monetization requirements and submitted my channel for review. It's been however long it's been. Maybe it's been a month before you start to get concerned. So you could say it's been a month and I haven't heard anything back. Is there anything I can do or that I should be aware of? And again, that's going to accompany your message with a screenshot of your channel monetization page, and they're going to be able to see right there that yes, you are in fact eligible for monetization. And if you're nice about it, it can definitely help you out. I've heard this works, so go ahead and give it a try if you're in that situation. So do yourself a favor and make sure these things are in place, or come over here and check out YouTube's monetization policies yourself when you get ready to be reviewed. Now, for more tips and methods on how to get to that point where you can be reviewed, where you've met the monetization requirements, be sure to, again, to subscribe to my channel, or again, I have the course in the description for everything that I do. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this up and I will see you in the next video.